It's a very difficult game.
Right.
And so you need to be able to play across the line and not. I had a student, and when I came here, I wouldn't have shown in the Plaza Art Fair. I went to Yale. I was semi famous in Kansas City. I showed
Right.
at all these places. No. I judged the Plaza Art Fair,
Right.
and all of a sudden I had a different viewpoint.
Yeah.
And then I had a student who called me up, and they had sold out everything that they had produced on Friday night. And they needed to get into the print room at Kansas City to print stuff for Saturday and Sunday. They made $10,000 on the first day.
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden, my whole attitude changed. That this is bullshit. You use your talent to create an entrepreneurial side to things. And so they came in, they printed all night, and they had all these really neat plates. All they had to do was roll them up, and they were kind of like abstract rabbit prints. And I don't know how much they made at the end of the day, but it was like $10,000 for the weekend or $10,000 on the first night. It was just a shitload of money. And I said, this is how you do it,
Right.
And there's an intellectual side, there's a conceptual side, there's the high art market, there's all that. I said, but at the same time, I'm dealing with all of these students, and they're very talented, and they're going to have to deal in a reality that goes up and down between t-shirts. If you can print t-shirts that are really cool for an event, and you sell them, and you make $10,000, well, maybe you could have made that working as an assistant manager at Home Depot.
Right.
And what do you want to do?
Right.
Where do you want to put your time and your money? But art schools always say, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You're selling out. And yet the people who teach, like me, are secure,
Right.
either for a year, 2 years, or in my case, a lifetime,
Right.
because I have money coming in because I'm a teacher. And I said, this is bullshit. This is a Ponzi scheme. And let's cut this crap out. Let's be truthful. The students all need to understand entrepreneurial skills and the ability to be clever with their talent and to move it through different marketplaces. And not just be this kind of old school idea of, I'm Rothko, I'm going to paint these great paintings, then shoot myself. That doesn't seem like a very good life plan.
No.
I'm going to shoot myself.
That's not a good
And before I
life
shoot myself, I'm going to take all my clothes off and fold them very nicely and put them on a chair, and then I'm going to sit on a stool and blow my brains out. No. That is not a good future.
Not.
And but the other part of that is the 27 Club. And Jim Morrison and all these other folks that push themselves beyond the culture
Right.
into a position where they end up not being able to continue. And that's bravery, that's important. But you've got to be able to balance those two worlds. Is
There
the
has
one
to
of
be a balance,
I'm
yeah.
not going to go the route of that my parents that might want me to go. I'm going to challenge the world, but I'm not going to die at 27 either.
No. Definitely not.
And so we have a lot of folks who have, including you and me, who have done that in their lives, and we could name Sharon and just a ton of people that got a better deal out of life by doing that than any of the Trumpies, any of the people
definitely.
who joined the golf clubs, and so I want my students to make money.
Right.
And the students, especially because a lot of them come from wealthier backgrounds, go, oh, I don't want to make any money. I go, bullshit, I want to make a fortune.
Right.
And they go, why? And I go, because I can endow the things I care about. It's not about buying bling.
Right.
I don't need to buy a Lexus and a car and this and that and the other. I already own one. And I have a Nissan drum. And it's not about that to secure you who you are. It's about, I'd love to have a ton of money. I would endow Lady Volkus.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to give $1 million to Lady Volkus.
Oh, Jiminy, yeah.
You know, I'd love to do it to the bunker. I would love to have money to make a difference. Art for the homeless. I mean, I worked with that for years.
Right.
And I would love to be able to do that nationwide. And that's why you want to make money.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to buy a bunch of shit you don't need.
No.
And if that's not going to happen, we learn how to live productively at these other, you know, at a level that's not the Trumpian, the closed ballpark, whatever they call it, real estate levels where only the rich can go in and all that kind of shit. Those people live in hell as far as I'm concerned.
Right? Agreed. Definitely.